Hello, hi. Okay, alrighty, I'm all sorted now, I think. I've turned my music down a bit too low. Hello, hi Ed, if you're lurking still. Hello, and hi Dee. Yes, I had to get him all comfy because we have to part ways when I stream, and I was like telling him, I'll miss you, you're a good boy, you got this. But he's all comfy and he's had a treat and he's got a toy, so he's all sorted. How are you tonight? How are you? How have things been? I'm really excited to keep playing this, honestly. I was like thinking about it yesterday when I wasn't streaming and I was like, oh, I need to continue. You're sleepy? Okay. Well, don't push yourself. Go to sleep if you need to, please. Let me get my computer sorted. Okay. Let's get the things. One sec. Okay. Yeah, Did you? I'm not surprised. You bought it and you completely finished it. I'm so proud. No, I know, I trust you. You're awesome like that. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it though. You can tell me that. You can tell me if you enjoyed it. It's so cool. This whole second part that like is all new. The Stanley Parable 2. I'm very excited about it. It was fun. Good. Yay, I'm so glad. I think a few people have been playing it, which is great. Hilarious moments. Oh, good. I like funny times. Is my sound, my audio settings all right? I've been like trying to tweak things a little bit, so I'm not sure. I'm also like a little bit like scratchy throated today. Scratchy throated is a mode. I had a bit of a late night last night, so a little bit scratchy throat, but we should be fine. I've got some tea, so we should be good. I'm glad you got the game, D. That really pleases me. It's just so good. It's so funny. I'm a little horse, yeah. Just a little horse. Okay, I'm gonna start because I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. The end is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, programmer can confirm this is what it's like. I hope the sort of mindless repetition is what you're referring to, and not like all your co-workers disappearing and being in a spiral of an endless loop. I can see those balloons from last time. Okay, so I'm excited about how different it's going to be playing this through. I don't feel like I can make any predictions about what could possibly happen because it's just not not predictable at all. That happened only once. Once is
All
enough,
his
surely.
co-workers were gone. Look, oh please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Let's do it.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Okay, stretch the muscles. What muscles? I have none. Let's go. 50. This is the content right here.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, if it's a valiant effort, I see what he did there. Alright, I know 417's elsewhere. I need to turn this computer off. I feel accomplished. Alright, hello office. Oh, the bucket of reassurance! Oh, I've missed you. Hello, bucket. I feel like as soon as I pick it up, I'm going to be stuck with it again, aren't I? If I pick it up, will I be able to click on the other doors? Question mark. Should I find 417, which I can't remember if it's a door I can actually try and click on. I feel like I should try and... Oh, that door will shut though, right? I'll grab the bucket. I'll grab the bucket. Oh, wait. That's better. Alright, I'll grab the bucket and then get shut in with 417 and not be able to go back.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh, the door's not shut.
Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
Okay, so I was able to do that. I wasn't sure. 437? Is there a 437? I can't remember. No, not this way. Is there? 430... Wait. Oh my gosh.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Oh, bucket love. Okay. He said 415?
Now back to door number 437.
Okay, 437. Doof, doof, doof.
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention.
Oh, the
Why don't
copy
you
machine.
Rub the bucket on it a bit.
Ooh. Okay, where's the copy machine though? Oh, here.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay, 417, 417, 417.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
419's desk? Wait, that's back this way. 419, 419. Wait, here? Just anywhere here? Oh, I went up on the... Wait, can I... How do I... Is this working? It was 419, right? This game is such a troll, like, I wonder if it's even possible to do what's being asked. It's finicky? Okay, okay. Finicky. Can I get like, if I go up on this thing, I don't know if that is helping or not. It's finicky. On the desk, on the desk, on the desk. Like up around. Maybe. Oh, interesting, interesting. I want to fight for this narrator. Think outside the box. I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. Oh, on the box. Okay, okay, okay. How to do it? It was like on the desk. Put it on 419's desk. Over or on? Oh.
Yes, this
oh.
is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
Okay. Get on the desk. Right, right. Oh, I'm so silly. Okay, 416.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
They're going to touch and be friends. Wait, where's the copy machine? Back through here, right? I know, it's already an achievement.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 430.
This is it. It might not be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We
yes.
did it. Wow. That felt amazing.
It did.
Well, not all buckets will get this kind of experience. They don't all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building, or what it's like to be employee 419. Buckets may dream of an experience like this, but few can say they've truly lived it. You've given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you. Oh, this bucket is so welcome. You know, the bucket of reassurance deserved every part of that achievement. Hello, Gregoyle. How are you today? This evening? How are all the things? Thank you for joining. I just took this bucket on an adventure of a lifetime.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I called you Gregoyle, like gargoyle, but Greg. Get it? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. Obviously, initial attempt has to be rebellion.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It's true, Bucket. The employee lounge, the most beautiful, magical room in all the land. Like Gregory Goyle. No, see that I've got a working list. I need to get to that. It was just Gregoyle.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Yes.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
This bucket knows everything. I feel like IRL, I should get myself a bucket and just let it guide me in my real life. I think that would be what's
Truly,
needed.
Being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
It's true. I should have just accepted the Gregory Goyle one as what it
Perhaps
was
this
rather than
where
explaining
the bucket
it.
felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Oh, is this where you felt home, Bucket? It's a nice home. We know this is the best room that's ever been created in all of human history.
Decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
They do. Bucket, lounge, forever lovers. Is there anything? I don't want to push my luck. I do want to proceed, but I like what he says when I'm lingering in this room with the bucket. Okay, we'll move ahead.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Yes. I feel like I should do a similar playthrough where I ignore that and go this way instead.
No, said the bucket.
Bucket has a
Go to the
voice?
meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh, Bucket, yes. Control my life and all my decisions. I am keen for this. Bucket says cargo lift. Let's do it.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay,
Stanley
Bucket.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I agree with this. I definitely would just absolutely do what a bucket tells me to do.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Well, wait, the dark room? That's not a dark room though. Bucket, I feel like you're starting to make little fibs up. I want to trust you with my whole heart, but that is not a dark room. That's a dark room. Okay. Bucket, I'm sorry I didn't believe in you, okay? I doubted you. That's my bad. It's on me. I trust you willingly and blindly. Let's go into the actual dark room.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
Oh.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Oh, so last time I was in this room without the bucket, I pulled out the plug. And now Bucket's saying to pick up the phone. Which option? Well, I've got to listen to Bucket, right? They have a handle on things. Yeah, trusting anyone else pales in comparison. Get it? Pale? You're very welcome. Okay, Bucket, I'm going to believe you. Don't do me wrong here. Okay, bright white light.
This is the sad story of a man
Sad
named
story.
Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Aww.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
That's not distressing. That's obvious. It's not a sad story. Okay, there's like an alarm bell button. Does that do anything? I hit it once. There we go. Where is this? What's this place? The beige pages. We've seen that before. You're welcome that I explained that to you, Greg. You're very welcome. Ooh. Notes. Is this a home? Is this Stanley's home? Or is it like a continuation of the office? I want to pick up all the things. Don't know what that says. Probably ominous. Oh, there's all kinds of mugs. I need a hug. Yeah, I think Stanley needs a hug. Bucket! We're reunited! Reunited and it feels so good. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press U to take me to work with you. Absolutely, Bucket.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
Oh.
It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Perfect. I want to have, like, what's the word? I was about to say, like, mind control powers with a bucket. I also want that. I just want to be able to speak to a bucket mentally, is what I was wanting to say. But sure. Mind controlling a bucket. This is Stanley Parable 2. So I'm not sure if you saw the end of it, but at the end of the last playthrough I was doing, It unlocked Stanley Parable 2. So I'm not really sure what that means so much, because the narrator was talking about... Okay, I got interrupted by Dee's pun, and I'm so impressed and proud. Telepathy is perfect. It's the perfect pun. So I'm not sure really, like, if this is supposed to be like a sequel, if it's just like adding on to what we've already experienced in the first playthrough. There's already differences. I mean, I now have the bucket of reassurance. Best bucket in the world. But yeah, I'm not sure what will happen content-wise as yet. Press T to take me back home with you. Okay, well, let's explore work together first in case we can do something here. Can't turn this computer off, and that is really bothering me. Sad. Is there anything I can do? Or maybe I have to go back home with the bucket after all. Alright, let's try that.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
No.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Why would I listen to you when I can listen to Bucket? Jazz music. Alright, Bucket, hello again. So what, Bucket is a port key now? Is there like a final end to this game? I don't know. This is the Ultra Deluxe one, so I haven't played through this. In the previous like release of this, which we kind of already played through, there kind of was that ending, like that really nice ending where you emerge out into like nature and stuff, if you were there for that. I think that's meant to be like the true ending possibly. But Dee knows. Dee actually was saying that they bought the game yesterday and played through it and completed it. So Dee knows everything.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
No.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's
What more
it.
do you need than that?
It doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, Greg, maybe you just have to like keep watching to find out. Like worst sales pitch ever. Don't listen to the loud man. Press V for us to go back home. Okay, Bucket.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
You want spoilers or you leave? Wow, are you like holding us hostage to your viewership? Is that what you're doing? Tut tut tut. Who is this slagged cobra coming in here and evoking such power? The spoiler is the end is never the end is never the end. Exactly. Exactly. Why do I have to keep pressing different keys? Press K to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Did you hear that, Greg? See this screen right now? This is about you. Bucket is calling you out for trying to control me by implying you would leave. So now I'm only going to listen to Bucket instead of you.
It's
Yes.
sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
Yeah, Bucket is super shiny. Perfection. You feel attacked? Listen, I'm sorry. Look, we got off on the wrong foot today, okay? I'm not going to completely ignore you, I promise. Just selectively. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Wait a minute. Where is Bucket? 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 Where is my bucket? Did I miss my bucket? Oh, I did miss you, Bucket. I'm sorry. That's on me. Forgive me. Listen, okay, Greg. I feel like this is coming back on me from being in your stream and suggesting that I would leave because of the whole Hawaiian pizza debacle. I stand by that. Dee, do you like Hawaiian pizza? As in pizza with pineapple on it? It's called Hawaiian here. I'm not sure if that's what everywhere calls it, but pineapple on pizza. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press C to go back home. Okay, Bucket.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
What is Bucket watching? Is that meant to... It is a television. Bucket, I'm not doubting you. I believe you probably have awesome interests and things. So whatever you're doing, I respect, okay? It's called Hawaiian everywhere and it's a Canadian invention. I also like cold pizza, especially the Hawaiian. Cold pizza. Oh, no, I can't. I can't wrap my head around cold pizza. And pineapple. I love pineapple and I love pizza, but they just don't make sense together to me. I'm very sorry. Press M to relive this same day with me over and over. That sounds perfect, Bucket. I'd love to.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
You also like cold pizza if you're in the mood for it? Oh, I've never tried cold pizza. I don't know. I feel like the textures cold would just bother me personally. Hot pizza is so good. Leftover pizza is amazing, but cold, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Press Q to go home to work, to home to work, to blah, blah, blah. Press Q to go home to work, to home to work, to home. Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
That's
no,
right.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes.
No.
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome
That's my bucket.
situation.
That's my bucket. Where's what is this situation? Okay, Bucket, listen. I am feeling like a little pressured by you. I think being friends and being like controlled by you emotionally, mentally was fine, but this is kind of getting a little much for me. The narrator sounds really keen though, so perhaps you could go and treat him with this sort of display. Yeah. Should you yeah, guys, can you just like give us some space? No, I don't know. Bucket, listen. This isn't what I'm after at all.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Give me the bucket, Stanley.
My bucket.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Oh, what? Go back to work, Stanley. My bucket! What happened? You've spent many a night in bed with a bucket, mostly after drinking. Yeah, don't you just like develop a certain kind of respect for the bucket when it's there with you in your time of need?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Stanley
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No
matter how
I'm
hard
trying to
Stanley
talk.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I keep trying to talk when the narrator does. I don't care about my co-workers. Where is my bucket? My bucket. Oh, Bucket. It's you again.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Ooh, input received? That's different. Okay, okay. Interesting. Alright.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. The last time we went right through that door, but then we didn't go the left path that the narrator suggested, which is the shortcut back, I think. We could obey the narrator this time and go left. I think maybe left. I'm going to try that. Input received, yeah. I'm like curious about that. I have my bucket of reassurance with me. Nothing can go wrong. It isn't possible. Unless the narrator tries to take my bucket. And then we have a big problem.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Oh, bucket. I have you with me. All is well. Hello, broom closet. Oh.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
I can.
The broom closet. It wants the
Wait.
bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
I deserve it.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
No.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion.
Yes.
And lifelong friend.
Yes.
You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
True.
Even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
Never.
Well, never.
Never.
Don't, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay, broom closet, listen up. It's not okay what you were saying about me and my bucket.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Didn't I just settle it?
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
Yes.
Take our hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah, this is my bucket, you hear? Mine. That argument I posed was perfect.
I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
That's
That
meta.
way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Oh, this bucket is cool now. Property of Stanley. Bucket on a bucket.
You know what? I could take the
Perfect.
name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment.
What?
And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Broom closet. After all the respect I gave to you in the past. This is how you treat us? Well, we're out of here. Bucket and I and Mr. Narrator Man, we're done.
Coming to a staircase,
Dunsies.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Or instead I go downstairs. So nothing. Oh, there's a collectible. Ooh, 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 ooh.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oh, I'm savoring it. That was a good moment. You used to be my favorite ending broom closet, but now I know. After everything. Oh, okay, this is the loopy area. That's right.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket?
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No!
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Wait,
Who
bucket!
knows what sorts of bizarre
Bucket!
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
No, 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 no.
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very normal. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
No, I want my bucket!
Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Bucket! Oh.
Could it truly
Oh.
be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh no.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
The real bucket was
incredibly
inside of him
painful.
all along.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh no. Stanley began to scream.
This is the story
Ooh.
of a woman named Mariella.
We have Mariella back.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
This man had
Of
no bucket.
course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to
Heck
herself.
yes.
My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped? Mariella's awesome. I was just thinking that like a Stanley cosplay would be really easy and good one to do, where you just dress with like the dark trousers, the like shirt, and you have like a bucket. You could even just have like the "Hi, my name is Stanley" sticker. That would be pretty cool. So I saw this article yesterday about hard achievements to get in games, and this game came up, and I was like, no way. Yeah, Dee's right. The achievements are so weird. But like pretty interesting. It's pretty funny that like I don't think you knew about this game before
All of his co-workers
I was
were
streaming it or
gone.
something.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
My bucket. Hello, dear friend.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Everything's good again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. I think I'm going to try and go to the boss's office this time. Do the narrator's tasks. Well, for an achievement hunter like this game would be a nightmare to 100%. Greg, I challenge you. As an achievement hunter like you are, I challenge you to do this game. Hello, broom closet. Okay, upstairs
Coming
this
to a
time.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
The boss's office. Oh, what? Executive bathroom? Oh, I haven't been in this room before. Oh, hello, collectible. Wait one sec. Alright, nothing there. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. To pick being rich or to pick being a criminal? Interesting, interesting. Hello, collectible.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerine.
Yes, I think I like that.
I like that too.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
A Stanlerine. I like that too. You're still working on yours. Yeah, Greg, you should do it non-cheaty. I believe in you. Dee's gonna do it for sure. Okay, nothing here still. Oop! Totally getting moved by the doors. Hello. Now, I think this was potentially an option last time playing this. Maybe it wasn't, but I haven't been here before. And there is an elevator. Of course there's an elevator. Ooh, is up an option as well? I just clicked down. Up or down? We'll go down. I don't know where this will take us. Oh, oh yeah, the music. Yeah, just wait harder, D. This is a long ride. Oh my gosh. Will it ever stop? Oh, the music stopped. Perfect. We're exactly where we already were. Will the same thing happen if we go up? I need to know. I need to know. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, what? That I just heard that, Stanley. It's so creepy. I love it. Okay. I feel like it's the same thing. I love the narrator going, Stanley, and 2, 3, 4. Some narrator ASMR, perfect. Alright, the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Stunning.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
Ooh,
in
okay,
his
okay.
darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Always.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Alright, D, I'm going to listen to you. I'm scared.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, so I got that achievement. There was like an achievement that just says 888888888.
2845.
Okay, narrator, sorry. I'm just talking here. Golly.
But
Achievement.
Stanley guessed the correct code
Thank
by
you,
sheer
D.
luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Bucket.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It is. The bucket guides me always. Okay, okay. So far... Wait, 1947 is? Ooh, okay. Chances are I will need to, like, come back here anyway. So, I'll try and remember that. So far this is samey, but with the bucket and the Stan Loreens. So, I'm interested to see what else is going to happen, I think. Hello, button. Oh, we need more elevator music. Do, 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 do. Loading, 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 loading.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Oh.
Everything will be fine.
It will be fine. So do you guys have any plans for the weekend or anything? Anything interesting happening? What be the haps, yo?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, so many choices, so many choices. Okay. So last time playing through this, I did go to mind control and I ended up blowing things up. Is that right? And then I went to mind control again and did the other option. And then the third time did the escapade. So I could try the same like pattern. D&D one shot with that dwarf. Oh, that's happening this weekend. I'm really excited to hear how that goes. I want to hear like the destiny of this dwarf. I'm invested in DM being the name of the dwarf after all. Okay. Oh, this is the same.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Stanley and the bucket wondered to themselves. It's okay, bucket. We've got each other. I hope you get hit a lot too. You need to be hit a lot. Which sounds a lot more horrible than I actually mean for that to be.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone
Bucket,
in the
no.
office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
Oh
as
no,
Stanley
bucket.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Oh, I want to pet the bucket. Have I tried the new Lego Star Wars game? No, but I want to. Have you tried it? We have a, I'm saying we, like, D and I. Oh, and hi, nobody. Yay, violence, yeah. Hi, nobody. So, actually, D, nobody, and I have a mutual streamer friend, Sakura, who has been playing it a bit, and it looks so good. I want to get it. You're playing it right now? Do you love it? Is it awesome?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Oh, Bucket. Yeah, how are you, nobody? What are you up to? How are the things? Yeah, we love Sakura. She's awesome.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yeah, I saw her play a little bit of the Star Wars one, but she's playing The Incredibles again, right? Yeah, that's good, that's good.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Oh.
And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
I think it's on mod only D. Sorry, I've just tabbed out to do this. Oh, I don't know how to spell her other name. Do you know how to do that? Okay, mind controls idle awaiting input. So if we press on, last time we did that, it blew everything up. If we press off, it's like the... Oh, I'm getting confused. Maruyama? Okay, let me, can I shout her out even though she's not here? I want to try and work out if I can do that. Maruyama. Have I done that right? There we go, there we go. Wait, is that right? They were last streaming no game. That doesn't seem right. I'm probably like shouting out the wrong person there. Mind controls idle awaiting input. I kind of want the mind control thing to happen again because it's fun. So I'm gonna go with on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Yes, Bucket.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh,
Birds.
what?
Silly birds.
Silly birds?
The control buttons became active again.
Hi, silly birds. How are these seagulls doing? What are they even up to? They're just chilling by the ocean? I like that. Your new favorite ending? Silly birds ending? It's pretty good. Oh wait, so it's Murayama. I'm trying to work out how to pronounce it. Let me do a little... I'm keen to like fix this. Sorry, I've tabbed out again. What is it? Oh my goodness. Please work. There we go. Okay, back to admiring silly birds. I love them. Are they thirsty? Are they just vibing? I love it. Okay, so... Wait, there's nothing... Oh, wait, I can press this. I didn't even pay attention to the buttons. Oh my gosh, all the birds.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Yeah.
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, look at the silly birds. Wait, oh, I thought I lost them. Okay, that's an ending. But, oh my gosh, the silly birds are so cute. The silly birds ending for the win.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Home.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So we could go this way and then take that extra left door. I might try that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Hello,
And
employee
here it
lounge.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
No.
this, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, so that goes through to the meeting room. See, what I want to be able to do is find those other collectibles, the Stanlerines. Because I think I've only got 3 out of the
And so
6.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Or did they? Or did they? It would be cool to find those other collectibles. I don't think I will. I'll probably
Good,
miss
Stanley.
them.
I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh.
eventually.
What is this? There's something in the... Wait, what did you say? Oh no, a Lego character said Coruscant wasn't safe anymore and is moving to Old. Oh, oof. Yeah, that's a big oof. Well, there's something in the meeting room for that. Is there? Oh my gosh, I'm going to miss so many things,
You see,
I bet.
your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Why?
We've come together here because we care about you very much.
They're my
It's
friends?
this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I was so distracted by Dee's pun with all the wrong places. It was so good. Okay, but these are my friends? Where did Giant Baby come from? Hello, Giant Baby. And a mannequin. I feel exposed. I feel like this is like me in real life with my friends, honestly. There's a way through there with the Adventure Line, I think. So, hello, Broom Closet. Are you still giving me the silent treatment? This is cozy though. I don't mind it. From some of the original endings. Oh, okay. So is Giant Baby an ending that I just didn't come across, or just no longer is an ending available? I'm very intrigued by Giant Baby, I will say.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, I don't want to give anything up. Okay, so there is a giant baby ending that I haven't come across. I guess I'm devoting my life to this game until I find giant baby. That's for sure. Yeah, good timing, Greg. It's over. Are you... So you're not streaming the new Lego Star Wars game? That is very upsetting. Okay, down here. Ominous hallway staircase place. How dare you play games off stream? Who do you think you are? How dare you enjoy content without us? No, it's fine. I would like to see you play that, but
Don't you get it, Stanley?
it's fine.
We need to get rid of the bucket.
No!
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh no. Oh no,
I think it'll
no.
make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality
no.
that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I
Can
don't...
you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No. Oh, there's a button? Can I press that? No, that's not a button, it's just a light.
Now listen
Oh,
to
no.
me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
I'm pressing everything.
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer
Oh my
until you
gosh.
crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
No.
Give the fans what they want.
No.
Hurry and...
No! Whiskey, hello, welcome. Very
Bucket
scary.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
Bye.
For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
No, it was going to crush my bucket. That's not okay. Oh my gosh, like the dramatic fade. Okay, well, I am curious what would happen if I do put the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room
Into
to
it.
check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Oh, turn this off. Whiskey, how are you? Are all the kids settled down now for the night?
Stanley picked up the bucket and
They're so
smiled.
cute.
He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Not with the bucket around. My best friend Bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, so do we explore the ending that will happen if I try and feed the bucket to the bucket destroying machine? Is the bucket Stanley? No, I am Stanley. No hurt bucket. Yeah. I don't... Oh, I haven't seen this on the wall before. There will be a reward for finding them all. The collectibles? These thingies? Trust the completionist instinct. I feel like the completionist instinct is actually the follow the clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room. 416? I missed this the last time. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I am at 1 with the bucket. Okay, employee 416. Alright, we've been in the broom closet. So 416, that room is all the way back. So do I need to, on another restart after this ending, go to the 416 room? Is that the way of it?
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
The boss's office. Oh, it is the new content room. That's right. Okay, okay. Alright, I have to remember this. Because I don't trust myself to just, like, actually retain information.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even
What
now,
was the
in
other
his
one
darkest of
doing?
hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The
What-
bucket would, and he knew it.
What was
The
that
two
other
of them
code
were
do?
inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
1947. So I'm just missing all the hints, D, because I was rushing through that room. Silly Lady Valiant. Very silly.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the
this
device
a
was
thing?
useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that did anything, D.
But Stanley guessed the
2845.
correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is
They might
certainly
have,
the most
yeah.
logical explanation.
I don't know, it didn't do anything. I put it in twice, so maybe they removed it? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Okay, let's go down. Yeah, so I did totally miss all those hints in the meeting room. That's so funny. So silly, so silly.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so these are various paths. I can go escape. We can try and follow through with what we were doing before, because I feel like I want to know what's going to happen if I put the bucket in the machine. That's closure I need at the moment. So let's do this.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Oh, you think they did?
screens.
Okay,
What
okay.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We're both wondering it.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I don't want my bucket to cry. Poor bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
My mind isn't feeble. That was rude.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the
Never.
bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
It's true. Only bucket is trustworthy. Although I am about to try and feed it
But
into
here
a
was the
machine.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, the bucket is so sassy. I love it. Okay, so do we want to do the same option of turning it on and the bucket interferes to turn it on? Right. And then we get possible silly bird footage again. Or the option to turn it off. Which one should I do here at this juncture in the game? I do want to try and feed the bucket to the machine, but there are so many endings. I want to explore them all. Off? Okay. Off it is. Ooh. Much dark.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Damn, Daddy. Mommy, sorry. Oh, gosh. Okay, well. Bucket. My bucket. Okay,
All of his co-workers were gone.
416.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
This is different. The end is never the end is never the end on this one. And this one's off. Interesting. Okay, so 416. There are meant to be hints in here, but do I need the hints from the meeting room first to understand what I'm looking at here? Let me in. It was 416, right? Yeah, that's right. And what's on the board? Sales this quarter, projections. This does not make sense. No. Perhaps? Okay. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the meeting room then. and pay attention this time. I tell myself because I didn't last time. Okay. It's so obvious. How did I miss any of this? Alright, so there's this one. Places to search. So they're the ones I already have. Nearby a fireplace. There was the fireplace from the, like the meeting. The meeting of like old friends. Or there's also like the fireplace that's in the office. A large room, lots of boxes. Don't know. Somewhere both red and blue. What does it say? Lol, looks like 427, ha ha ha. 5, did we just take it from me? Gotta collect them all. Gotta collect them all. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Alright, I'm trying to remember like a room with like lots of boxes. Because that's not obvious to me. Yes, Pokemon. I knew that would kind of make Greg speak up. I hoped it would. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Weird spinning figurines. What do they want? Ideas? There's a lot of like information here. You're available for hints if required. I know you're thinking, I'm getting there, Greg. I'm figuring it out. Figurining it out. Get it? Okay. Saw one in cargo room. That could be the room with all the boxes. See, the other problem I have is there's some ideas I have, but I can't necessarily remember how to get to them. Maybe we are the collectibles. True. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. This must be the fireplace, right? I also picked up what looks to be reverberance of a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Ed, hello, welcome. Did you get your food? And if so, what food did you get? And was it yummy to do? Oh, are these just like slightly more obvious hints? Help, I'm a post-it. Alright, so, okay. We have to get the one in a large room filled with boxes, somewhere both red and blue, and nearby a fireplace. Interesting. There's not one in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase,
Oh, nice,
Stanley and
Ed.
the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Up to the boss's office. You're not streaming tonight? You guys aren't streaming. Alright, we've been in this one. This must be the porcelain one that they were talking about, because I did find that one. So this is one of the fireplaces.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of
what
hours,
is it?
did the bucket's
Oh
warmth
gosh,
and
what is
guiding
it?
light pierce the dark? But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer
Okay,
luck.
okay. I should know this by now.
All along, was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
So, I feel like there was that fireplace with the friends in quotation marks, like the giant baby. But there wasn't the sound of the collectible near it, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to think where they would be. I kind of just want the different endings the most, but the collectibles are fun. Yeah, delicious food is good. All the foods.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Am I trying to 100% this?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Not necessarily. I mean, a lot of these achievements are a little wild for this game. I just wanted to explore a lot of the endings because I find them really amusing and entertaining. But I think this would be my last stream of the game because I I want to get back into my Mass Effect streams and possibly something else. So I just want to like achieve what I can with this. So you're holding your mouth.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Let's go, bucket. Let's have a painful death together. The end is never the end, is never the end. Oh, that was loud. I can't move, I'm just like spinning.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
There we go.
Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye. Bucket, will you save us?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Oof. Okay, well now I'm here. I remember this.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Jelly, hello, and know you. You're beautiful. How's your stream going? If you're still lurking a little bit. Jelly's streaming at the moment, everyone. And she's the bestest. The bestest ever.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Inferno bucket. So this is now a bucket museum instead. I love that. Yeah, everything's better when Jellyfish arrives. D is stunning. Jelly's the beautiful one. Inferno bucket. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm just so excited that Jelly's here. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. I am learning all the things. The stress bucket, an analogy, worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, put them in the bucket. Vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket equals coping strategies, holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy, rest and relaxation. Wow. Beautiful. Learning. Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah. Cave drawing. While we know the buckets predate the existence of mankind, definitely, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. I think I'm going to come away from this game just with the newfound love and
No
appreciation
man can
for
own
buckets.
a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
True, true, true. The hanging bucket? This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Bucket! Alright. I mean, obviously, it's happening. What? I didn't fall down? The bucket saved me? What? Bucket, I don't deserve you. You're too powerful. I wanted to. Let me go down. Okay, Bucket. Until we meet again. Wait, can I actually jump though? No, because I can't jump anymore. Yeah. I was trying to remember like the jokes from the previous stream where I was able to jump for a little bit and then I couldn't jump anymore. And then it taunted me and made me think I could jump. So there was that hole. Is there anything else to do here? I want to go down the big hole. I know. I miss being able to jump. Well, where do I go now? I'm confused. Do I go into the darkness? No, that's just the back of the way. Okay. Help, I'm stuck in a bucket museum. Trapped forever. There wasn't a little secret-y way. No. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so you have to go this way. Is the hanging bucket the way forward? Am I supposed to interact with it in a different way? Follow me on the grand adventure of exploring the Bucket Museum. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought I clicked on it last time, but it didn't work.
Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What can we do?
Let Stanley
Oh, of
Let
course.
him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and
A
implements
wise
if
bucket.
only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Bucket as commander and ruler of a new world? I'm here for that. Well, I'm not. I'm dead now, but the me that's not dead likes that. Okay, so we didn't find any collectibles.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
We didn't find any extra collectibles that time. So, do we attempt to try and find one of them, do we think?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The
This
fireplace
was not the
I'm
correct
thinking
way to
of.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The fireplace I keep referring
The
to
lounge
is the
was
one.
sublime, a work of art. What was but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is the one
And
down
so he
here.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
So there is the fireplace down here. I wonder if that is the fireplace or not. I am a little worried to like continually redo the same endings that I've already done. I know there's still endings I haven't achieved yet. But that's the only fireplace I can think of. Should we explore it and try it? Let's find out, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. There's still the box
But
place
Stanley
and the
didn't want
red
to
and
go back
blue.
to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go.
Uh-oh.
Well, from here it's left.
Okay, so maybe the fireplace isn't.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, I need the bucket. Oh my gosh. I'm so silly. Okay, so we're doing this. We've done this ending, but
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly. Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
oh, I'm so silly.
Now let's see. We went down right, left, down.
When you have one
left,
job to do.
right. Yep. Okay. Yes.
Should I just
I've
do
got it
that?
now. This story is absolutely.
Probably, right. Begin the game again. Let's do that because yeah. I have one job. Pick up bucket. Oh, the phone. Is it, which phone is it that's ringing? Wait, I hear it. Not that one?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. At any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere.
No, I want
Thank
it.
you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. Recorded message. Interesting. I want more voices. Interesting. Okay, Bucket, listen. I definitely didn't go on an adventure without you, I promise.
Where are we going today? The
I
bucket
promise.
asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Together is a good choice, yes.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting
Okay.
room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
You have an odd appointment time for a haircut tonight. It's 9 p.m. now and I'm meeting my barber at 10 p.m. 10 p.m.? I don't think we would have any barbers or hairdressers like open at that sort of time here, but you know, when you've got to look good at 10, you got to look good at 10, am I right? What time is it for you now? I'm assuming you're saying this because you've got to go soon. Oh, D, yes, if you want to give me a hint because I'm probably thinking of the wrong one, by all means, save us all the trouble and intervene.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought. No, never mind. The bucket was
Oh,
wrong.
9 p.m. now. Oh, you
Stanley
did.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I think I'm tired. You definitely said it's 9 p.m. now, and I totally read that, and then just that information immediately left my brain for some reason. Yeah, he is hustling. Well, it's working. I mean, you're going in at 10. I hope it pays off. I hope it's like the best haircut ever. It's not in the place down the elevator. Okay. So don't bother going down there, I guess. I'm trying to think what else could be in this direction because you go across and then the bucket tells you to go into the dark room. I'm wondering if it's worth going this way or this way. Yeah, do a before and after. Definitely do that. Haircut reveal. We all love that. Okay. I don't know what fireplace it could be then. There's only the two that I feel like I've absorbed into my brain. So I'm trying to think where else a fireplace could be. D, should I go left here or should I go straight ahead? Which option should I explore? Because I feel like I could go either way here. And I'm with my bucket, so I mean, at the end of the day, everything's fine as long as the bucket and I are together. You hear that, bucket? Property of Stanley Bucket with the bucket on it. I love you, and you mean everything to me. Okay.
And so
Oh.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay, so I do have to come back this way. Okay, I'm gonna try and remember that. I want to find these collectibles. And the other story endings. And all the happiness together that we can find. Yeah. And the red and blue place is interesting to me. I'm not sure about the red and blue place.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We got the collectible that was down underneath these stairs, so possibly we just continue up back to the boss's office again. And then there was the one that was in the boss's bathroom, the executive bathroom. So I guess continuing on past the boss's office yet again might yield a different result. And there wasn't a fireplace in here, no. It's just the elevator. I have not yet come across the red and blue place in this game. I'm missing an area that much? Wow, 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 okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I mean, the fireplace there does disappear into this sort of room, but I'm still not sure where I would Okay. I think twice I've been through here, and every time I've just been like, do go left. Oh, hello, Stan Loreen.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stan Loreens and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies.
Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Exposing any of us winning achievements in games, dang. Ah, that's so funny, D. It must be so interesting for you to watch me play this and miss everything. Ah, it's so good. Loading. Oh. What do this do?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Okay.
Bucket said nothing.
Bucket. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, that's what I said too. A haircut at 10 p.m? That's crazy. You gotta look good for bed, right? What happens if I go back through here?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
I'm having the time
Stanley
of my
looked
life.
expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Do I have enough of the number 3 yet? I know I'm gonna shower and wash off all the tiny hairs as soon as I'm home. Yeah. Can't even get to style it until the morning. But like you'll wake up and you'll be like ready to go. You'll have your like awesome new do. You'll hit the day running. Okay, have I had enough pressing 3? I want to do it again. Okay. Is that enough times, D? Is there like something I'm missing because I didn't do 3 enough? I like am filled with doubt now that I've been missing such obvious things in this game. It's so funny to me. I like that D finished this in like, how long? You said it was like a couple of hours or something? Meanwhile, there's me like retracing my steps every time. I'll go back down then, I guess.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
I got a lot of joy out of that. It was worth it. Like 4 or 5 hours. Ah, okay,
A
yeah.
hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Yes, yes, yes. I want to demonstrate the number 3 to the bucket again.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Bucket, what's happened to our friendship? You seem really disconnected to me. Oh, you streamed it for Jade? Is that the same Jade from Sakura streams? Jade seems really nice and funny. And would also be very confused at the way I play games, I'm sure.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you.
I'll
He
show
ran
you.
to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Aww. Really, Bucket? You don't love the number 3 the way I do? Oh, Bucket, I thought we loved each other and understood each other. Same Jade?
Stanley and the
Ah,
bucket
good,
were
good.
so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
There must be a solution. Bucket, you hear my heart. It speaks to you through the letter. It's not a letter. Wow, I'm tired. It's a number. Oh, golly, golly, gosh.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. So... we have 2 more collectibles to find. One's the red and blue room, which I am yet to find. One of them is the... oh, what is the room with the boxes. And I did want to try and feed the bucket to the bucket destroying machine we found. So I'm trying to think about which, like, paths to take. Go back to the keypad, we can convince the bucket, you think? I want to convince the bucket. I also know D will troll me sometimes. Just silence.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I
About-
know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
How?
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
This is it. Press conference time.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference.
For
building
months?
excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Wow. Months have passed by in preparation of this press conference. Stanley, I am excited. Oh, is that the big baby? I want to meet Big Baby. An evening with World Peace Baby. It could be a different baby. Women laughing at salad is my favorite stock image genre. It's an amazing genre of stock images. The Stanley Parable Stanley, tonight, live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. That's me. A Q&A with world's first sentient machine. Oh, this is backstage. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. Okay, Ed. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it very much. I look forward to seeing your next stream, whenever that may be. And yeah, all the best with your hairdo. Can't wait to see the result of it. Bye for now. Okay, to stage 3. Ooh. Okay, interesting.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
This is it, guys. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your co-workers. Where are they, though? 3. All the inspiration I need. 3 again. 3. That's the magic number. Yes, it is. A shockingly 3-dimensional character. Nice. D, did you write that? Confirmed? Stanley reveals all in his new book. What a handsome man. Okay, let's go on up, I guess. Wow, that's ominous.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
No one came?
Uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Oh my gosh, that's so tragic and sad. General Kenobi. Okay, Greg, I promise I'll try and take a photo of it today or something. I'll try and do that. I promise.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is a blue room. Or the whiteboard ending? Wait, I'm overwhelmed. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. What else is there? I don't think these doors open.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, okay, so I can progress through there. The whiteboard ending. I'll take
A
the
good bucket.
bucket.
A strong bucket. A humble bucket. A committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction.
What's tragic and sad was not getting a picture of the replica. Okay, listen. I promise. I promise. I promise. I'll try and take a photo. Okay, I promise. I might forget. I'll try not to. I'll try to remember. Okay, whiteboard ending. What? That's just nothing. Okay, I like that. Wow, thanks whiteboard ending. Listen. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. You got me there. You got me there. That was good. I'm like smiling really hard right now. See, I gave you the setup. Yeah, exactly. From a more civilized
Stanley
time.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, so
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
boxes
But
room,
Stanley had
right?
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Nuggets? Yum, I want nuggets. What a good idea. What is going on? A lot of confusion. I'm trying to get the little Stanley figurines that are scattered throughout the game. There's 2 more to get, and
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to
hopefully.
be correct? Was this better than the meat? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oops, skipping
Stanley
over.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Chimkim nuggies, yeah. Yum. I want some now. You're making me hungry. So this way D had kind of hinted was possibly the path to...
No,
Said the bucket.
don't
Boxes
go to the
room.
meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Mac and cheese was yesterday, wasn't it, nobody? That you had, am I right? You had that yesterday? Mac and cheese. You're all making me so hungry. I want food. I want all the
Good,
noms.
said the bucket. Now ride the lift all
You're
the
right.
way to the top.
Oh,
There's
oh,
But Stanley
I
feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket.
I
his
didn't mean to
dearest
do it.
friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I mean, it's not a problem. I just didn't. I usually like to choose to die.
The
Oh, that's
meeting room.
funny.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched the bucket
It's
tightly
funny.
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh, it's so
Stanley took
funny.
the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah, so like, first of all, I was thinking that like I can see that there. I was trying to work out how to get to it. Like, do you have to drop down? Because I don't think there's like a door or anything that takes you there. Like when I fell off, I fell all the way down to the ground and then died. I was smushed on the ground. But if I was to fall and land on like this, does that lead through that door? Like, how do I get there? And then there's also like there as well. Interesting. Because I think like you can go through
here, said the bucket. Go
you can
into
go
this
through
dark
there,
room
but
over
nowhere
here.
else.
Stanley once again
Ooh.
obeyed blindly.
Oh, how do I do it? How do I do it? Maybe maybe you do have to drop down somehow when it's moving across. That's kind of my thought at this point, but that kind of seems a bit... It's like, how to get over there? I want you, shiny boy. I want you. See, I kind of feel like I have to redo this. Or move, like, if I could move it back, which I don't think I can. Alright. Ugh. That's my only theory, because nothing else, like... Nothing else is, like, doable here? I'll be on some planks or boxes, like the... Not these ones, surely. Oh, from the other side. I guess... Yeah, okay, I'll have to come back. Should I reset or should I continue this? A second trailer for Jurassic World came out. I think, when was it? One of your streams, you were mentioning that you are like... Oh no, it was the first stream of yours that I joined. And we were talking about films you were really anticipating, and that was like #1 for you. Reset? Okay, nobody. Let's do that. And you were really excited about it. That's cool.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Yeah, I
He
want
never
figurine.
functioned well by himself, and
Speedrun.
The bucket made Stanley want to
Hardly
be
a
a better man
speedrun.
and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those.
Stanley clutched the bucket
I
tightly
want
to
this
This was
figurine.
not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had
I
felt
need
the
it.
bucket calling to him, telling him that
I
the
needs it.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket
And
turned out
here
to be
it
correct?
was, and
it
there
a-
it wasn't.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I have her stream open because I'm lurking. Is she actually doing ASMR? Did somebody redeem the points? Who was rich enough?
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
Oh.
cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Is this a... Wait, does that... Yes. Oh my gosh. This is where I fall down and die again. Oh, I'm so scared. Shiny boy. Oh, shiny boy.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and
Oh my
Marines.
gosh, that was
Very
close.
Soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Wow.
We'll be different people by then.
We will be.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them,
Mhm.
and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Figler and Lorraine's. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to work out, like, from the other side how to get there, because it was a little confusing. Hello, Vent. Let's venture ahead. Oh, spooky. Wait, that didn't open. Okay. Up here. The idea I had was pretty good. Wow. Probably shambolic. All these tapes? Narrator dialogue. Ooh, is this like his little, like, messy office land? What's this? You get it? Oh, I'm so... Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
Who's
I've
this?
lost track. nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
That bucket.
Sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
What? What? Gamborata? What the heck? That was interesting. Wow, okay. I am getting distracted because... Oh, Jelly. She tells me to stream. She's trying to encourage me to stream more and, like, not be so, like, shy about it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And then she does ASMR without me? I am so offended. Yes, next hint. Because we've got red and blue room, right?
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
Very lucky indeed. Oh, neither of these are on? Oh, don't pick up the bucket and go right. Okay. Well. I was just drawn to it. Magnetized.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. And go, wait, go right. So don't pick up the bucket. Go through here. And then go right through here. Right?
When Stanley came to a
That's
set of
what you
two
mean.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what idea I had. Wait, the jumping off the...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. and
what's it
Stanley knew
called?
perfectly
Cargo
well.
lift.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The cargo lift one?
It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
Watch
the
me
first
fail
open door
if
on
I'm
his left.
actually going to try and do that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Because that door is open, so I do want to see what that's about. I don't think there is, like, anywhere else.
Look, Stanley,
Okay.
I think perhaps
I
we've
don't know where
gotten
the
off
best
on the
option
wrong
is to jump.
foot
I am
here.
scared.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Yes.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Ah, okay,
There's someone
okay.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Oh.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a
Rude.
chance.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't been through here at all. So let's find out. I'm very rude. It's like that time I didn't show you my Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. That's how rude I am. 2B1. Interesting. 2B3. Warning, do not stand on this side of fence. Uh-oh. 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 So rude. Look how rude. Okay. Yeah, I know you're waiting. I get it. Red and blue, red and blue.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh dear. Oh dear. The collectible. Yes. Sorry, I am excited.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly
Savor this
Wiggly.
moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Yay.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
Thank you.
But that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yay, that's good feeling. Okay, we got all the Stiggly Wigglies. You can say that blue is the best. For that, I mean, when you say it like that, it either means blue actually is the best or it's the worst. And either way, I'm keen to know.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, blue door, hello.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You
Yes.
want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Uh-huh.
don't let me stop you.
Oh, that door over there.
You
And
see,
down there.
there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not
Specifically.
think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
It is.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
What
Go ahead,
is
Stanley.
that?
Take it for a spin.
Take it for a spin. You have jumped between 3 games in the past hour. Now I'm watching spoopy videos. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like that's a reflection on me, Greg. Like, I need to work on making like far more interesting and entertaining content so that you don't jump around like other games and things. But no, I get like that. When I'm playing games, I like can't make up my mind and I'll start and then I like go, oh no, actually. So I do understand that. Okay, through the third door. It was Greg, I get it. I take it personally. I see how it is.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Oh, okay. Critical feedback. Okay. And he mentioned like about having more choices. See, I think you're just using work as an excuse now, Greg. Like, I know how it is. I get it. Like, you know, I'm taking the feedback on board. I'll try harder next time. I promise. All right. Please rate your experience. What would we like to rate this? I feel like pressing 3 because Stanley likes pressing 3s. Leaves. Okay, you were waiting for an opportunity to do that. Okay, bye, Greg. Have a really nice time playing all the games you own, one after the other, in no particular order. Enjoy. See ya. Bye. Okay, now that Greg has gone, all right, we can talk about him. Do you remember that time that he was like, that wasn't a reflection on you? What was that? Crazy, crazy. Okay, enough of me being silly. Let's, I'm going to press 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really?
Yes.
Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, let's take a look. What? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. What? Good old Neil. Whoa. Is this true? What? Did you know that 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence? Only the gone. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. You are objectively ranked 9,328 out of 9,328 players worldwide. Wow. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Wow. Very interesting. Okay. Should we try the third door again and do a different number review? Maybe?
Now, would you say that competitive
Yes.
leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Oh, are we motivated to keep walking through doors? It is in my, like, ability range to walk through doors. But am I motivated to continue doing that? Let's go with 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Oh, nice.
You
Let's
wouldn't
do
mind
it.
taking a look at it, would you?
Oh, no, not
Perfect.
at all.
Let me boot it up.
What is happening?
In this game, the
This
baby
is the baby.
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
Oh gosh,
All
it's
about
going to
the
be fast
desperation
or
and
something.
tedium of endlessly
Or slow.
confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What? 4 hours of play, okay. That sounds lovely. Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. Do I let baby go in fire? Yes, baby go in fire. Just do it. No, don't. What?
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
Bye, baby.
I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Hi, Dinos. Yeah, first time, and I'm just, you know, killing infants.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay, I was waiting for him to stop talking. Dinos, welcome. Thanks for like chiming in as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I killed a baby. That was a thing. I kind of thought there might be an ending after 4 hours knowing this game, but I'm not sitting here for 4 hours trying to find that out. And yeah, it looks like Firewatch. I've played Firewatch. I love that game. This is so weird. I'm now playing Firewatch, okay. Has anyone else played Firewatch? You're all mentioning it, so I figure you're all familiar with it.
Oh, no. No, 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 it can't be.
Oh, yes, 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 it can be.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No! No!
Thank goodness, Sandy, what a close call. You really wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, but I like Firewatch.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh gosh, where are we going now? Oh wow.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Rocket
Just
League.
a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
No.
Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Knowing me, I will get lost. Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Oh,
what
sports
fun.
ball.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Where's the ball? Oh, hello, ball. Oh my gosh. This is... This
Are
is
you
such a
doing it?
weird
Are you
angle
winning?
and
Is this
view.
fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And
What's
I
your
realize I'm not a
thought?
sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Oh, more?
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Where? Over in the middle?
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
I love
More
sports.
balls.
Oh dear. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I played Rocket League as well. It's funny. Can I get... Oh, I wanted the explosion. Rocket League
enjoying this,
explosion.
You're having fun. Is this a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What?
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is
No.
my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Oh no. I'm all sad and alone. Wait, I don't remember anything about this game. What did Stanley turn into? Turned into exploring other games. It's so funny. And Greg, no be calling people lame for making hilarious jokes, okay? Not here. Hey Deadly, what's going on? How are you doing? Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Do I try and leave that way? Maybe, maybe, maybe? I got abandoned. Rejected. Sad times. I hope everyone's doing well. And having a good night. I think it's nighttime for most of you. I can't leave. Okay. I'm going to jump down the goal. What game are you playing? That's a very good question because I am playing the Stanley Parable, but I've been transported into like a Rocket League. No, the narrator was lame for stopping you playing Rocket League. Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. I was like, are you really saying lame to someone making a joke? Okay, all is well, all is well. Yeah, D, I figured.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Greg, don't
Stanley,
leave.
don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh. I didn't realize there was a hole there. Oh, spooky corridors. Is this a horror game? Greg, be careful. I'm not sure if any of the rest of you are a little scared of like horror games, and I'm kind of like telling on Greg there. No, I'm not. I'm being very nice to you compared to how I might have been yesterday. Walk towards the light. Oh, wait, what? Are they like... I can't tell what kind of images are on there. Not scary at all? Oh, we need to work on that. I need to start streaming scary games just for Greg. And Jelly, actually. Is this anything? Can I interact with anything? What do I do? What do I do? Is there somewhere else to go? Oh, okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Oh, yeah.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Ooh. The end is never the end is never the end. Okay, so I loved the entrance for Dinos coming in and seeing like Fire Baby. Are there any other... Okay, so there is the ending where I try putting the bucket in that machine. Are there any other options for the endings that I haven't explored yet? I am curious.
Stanley, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
this is still
but I have
going.
to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figures.
What?
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
It
Didn't
was.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Yes.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
I do love their space. It looks so cool. I don't want to lose my figurines though, if that's going to happen. If they turn into an army of Stanleys, that's cool, but I don't want to lose them. Alright. We're back here. You missed the memory zone. I remember the memory zone. Okay. We've seen these things before, but this is open. Okay, let's go down.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
It's over here. Oh, what? Do I float back and get the I'm lost? What? I'm confused. This
And
is so
here
cool.
was the second Stanley. I'll be honest.
I
back
didn't
then
get the
had
other
no
one though.
faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to
What?
surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't know if I would like touch that collectible and then not be able to go down that space. So then I didn't touch it. And I came down this space and then I was supposed to, I guess. So, I might have missed one. Oops.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
The third one, this one. You did the same thing? Yeah. I was worried about that triggering it. So I was like, oh no. This was the third one I found. I found this one before I found the
That's
fireplace
exactly
one.
right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Really? I'm here to prove science wrong though. I forget a lot of things.
Let's see, what came next?
What came next? Well, this like
Oh,
big...
yes, we found a figley in this pink room.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well,
didn't.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
It must have happened, huh? Do I get that one or do I move forward? What's... Choices. I guess I'll get it. Okay. And then move ahead. Oh. Okay.
This was the 5th mini
Slightly
stand,
different.
And this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What's the video? Oh. Oh, I love this. This is amazing. I did find it near the cargo lift. Oh my gosh. Best Boy starring Stanley.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Oh,
I
it
spent a lot of
does.
time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh, that was brilliant. I'm obsessed with that. That's so funny.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
Truly.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, that moment. That rush. Oh, what a good feeling. Okay, so either door seems to lead to the same place now. Or was this? I'm in the present.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Goodbye. Oh, Memory Zone was so fun. Oh, that video was so good.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
What the heck?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay. Oh, golly gosh. This game. Yeah, I want more of that music though, honestly.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yes.
Yes, I love that video.
I love that video too. Yeah, 12 out of 6 collected. What's there to question about that, Greg? Hello. 13 now. 13 of 6. And remember, I missed one. Okay, back into the pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Solid room. Waiter room. Waiter room. Okay. Back in
These really
here.
were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very
True.
glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay, next one. Okay, down the stairs. Get the one under the
This was our second
stairs.
Figley. Don't you remember?
Oh,
Yes,
how could I
remember
forget?
it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh, yes, sir. Keep going. I can actually grab it this time.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Nothing. There's only ever been this. Yeah, collect them all. Do I just leave? Oh, we're in here now. Can I jump some more? Jump.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
More memories. Okay. I'm sad I can't jump. I remember when I could jump.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Oh, does it matter? I don't think it matters.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Home sweet home.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
I should have, Greg, huh? Yeah, being able to
Yes,
jump would have been
I'm
awesome.
remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Oh,
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
yeah.
You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hey, Gilded, how are you? I would never forsake Stanley, but the narrator seems to have. Yeah, stupid narrator. One more run of The Office.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello, Bucket. Okay. One more run of The Office. Should I follow what the narrator is saying this time? If that's what he means. And get led to the big mind control room. There is D. Okay. What do I have to do to get the very important ending? Because I know what I'm like and I'll probably muck it up. Oh, if I want to save the bucket? Yes, please. I love Bucket. I love Bucket so much. How do I save the bucket? How do I get to live with Bucket happily ever after, forever and ever? Bring Bucket, go to boss office, but leave before the doors close. A drink from it.
It takes a lot of humility to carry
Yeah.
a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Yeah, bucket equals friend. Yes, I want to save the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
But leave before the doors close. Leave before the doors close. Interesting.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Which
Coming to a
doors?
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Which doors? These ones? So like, go to the boss office, but leave before the doors close. So like, walk in and walk straight back out? Is that what you mean? Or before, wait, now or after I do, like, the pin code? Yeah. I, like, this, and then like this. Okay. That's locked. Okay, this is cool. Hello, extra door. Alright. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm excited. Oh, wait. Down or there? What's down there? There's like ominous... Wait, is it ominous? No, it's more red carpet like the boss's office. Oh, which way? Which way? Which way? Do I go this way or down? I kind of think towards like the boss's carpet. I think that's what it is, unless it's just a shiny red light and I'm being goofy. What's down there? More stairs down. Flip a coin. I know, right? I'll go down. I'm intrigued by the red. Okay, it was just the red of like the collectible thing. Roll a d20. I could have something like that actually on my streams. I could have like a d20 dice and like try and make decisions based off whatever roll I get. That could be cool. Oh. Wait, we're back here? So we're just actually going back. There's like nothing with the boss's office now? I'm confused. It's just... I just can't get into the boss's office now, I guess. I guess, because we've been all through here. Bucket, I need your wisdom. I need your magic and your knowledge. And more than anything, I need your comfort. All your comfort, please. So now I'm just going back. Oh, okay. I can't go through there. I think because they've locked the left door now, it reassures me that I'm kind of supposed to go back. Turn that off. Awaiting input. I can't turn those off. Back this way? Just back to the start? Excuse you, ominous black void. Okay. Interesting. You are now leaving. Escape pod bay? And there's an elevator, and then there's a door that I figured would be locked. Okay, can't use the elevator, so we go this way. Oh, what is this place? Oh my gosh. Red door. Alright, we keep going up, 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 up. All the upsies. Still just offices and things. Still a locked red door. Still a not working elevator. Now we're just looping forever again. This must be such a weird game to watch be streamed, because you could like check back in with me and I would be like at exactly the same point that I already was before. Oh. And I look at chat and I walk into a wall. What do I do? Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Okay. Another void. It's the most amazing game to watch. It is a very cool game. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I'm just in this dark... Oh, there. Yeah. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What is this? A home for my bucket? Oh, what is this? That like, shh, 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 shh. I love you, bucket. Thank you for everything. I don't know if we're saying bye. I think that's what's kind of happening here. Oh, bucket. What the heck? Exactly. Of course I'd be patting a bucket. Why wouldn't I be? My bucket. So wait, was that like... Yeah, don't question it, Greg. Oh my gosh. I love
All of
that.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This was where my bucket would always be. I miss my bucket. I like this game, but I know nothing of this game, so you're on your own. Yeah, I am very confused most of the time playing this, but I'm delighted. The whiteboard ending. There you go, D. Yeah, so I don't have my bucket anymore. Remember that time I had an awesome bucket? I remember.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Bucket. Nobody. I'm sorry. I miss my bucket. Okay, so I don't have my bucket now. That means I can't do the bucket in the bucket destroying machine either. Do I go this way? I'm lost and confused without my bucket.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Isn't it just the same as it was before the collectibles D? This meeting room? These are all the same. Yeah, back to normal. And the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
It's interesting.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is this just the normal, like original game ending now that I'm playing out, now that I don't have the bucket?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
Okay.
orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
I should know that
But
by
of
now.
course, Stanley couldn't
So-
possibly have known this.
Yeah, well, I didn't know it. So should I reset then? Or was that the ending you were talking about, where the bucket gets to be free and live its buckety
Stanley
life?
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Because I feel like probably resetting at this point. Nobody knows? Okay, nobody. What is it then?
2845.
Yeah, let's start again then. It's so interesting playing this with the different endings. And I'm like so thankful for your help, Dee. Blustering my way through this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Replacement bucket? What? So that's a different bucket now. Nobody, we have a bucket again, yay. It's not the same bucket.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Dolt? How rude. How rude indeed. Okay, so... Oh, completely shut the game off? Really? I need a whole, like, refresh of it, do I? For, like, another ending? I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink while I wait for Dee to be able to reply. Bucket! There you go. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Bucket, bucket. Perhaps? Okay, alright guys. Well then, bear with me while I do just that. Let's quit and listen to Dee's advice. I'm trusting you, Dee. I need some like music because I feel like really paranoid when it's just my voice. Give me a sec, I'll bring it up. Come on, Australian internet gets to work. I'll make sure that OBS is picking that up as well. There we go. Cool, cool. Trust the D. Okay. D. I trust you. Last time, so this is a whole thing as well. This time input screen. I've opened the game twice now, and the first time I put it in as my current time, and the second time I did the same thing. And before I was streaming, I was doing that so I would have the game ready. And it came up with a message like, next time you do it, please put in your favorite time. So what time should I put into it? Who's got a favorite time? Because I don't have a favorite time. So who would like to suggest one and I can put that in? It's like very quiet without the music. Very quiet indeed. I could just do my actual time. 4:20? All right. Like PM? Hehehe. Because of 42. 4:20 PM, your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 4:20 PM is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:20 PM? Okay, do we want to say accurate or inaccurate? Are we lying or telling the truth here? We could go inaccurate. Pretty accurate, like here? Okay. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I'm so sweet and innocent. Oh no, what's the... what's the reference then? I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Too innocent, oh no. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple of new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay. We have sound again. Lovely. Speaking of the time, like Cobra, you are up past your bedtime pretty late. Oh, welcome to Saturday. You've joined me on the same day then. It's been Saturday here for a while already.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Skip that. Skip. Okay, so I've restarted this, D. I am at your
All of
mercy.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You should probably sleep if it is that late and you have angry old man excitement plans
No
for
matter
like
how
the
hard Stanley
weekend.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, do it again. So is this because you want the time setting content or is it to do with something else, D? I'm curious. You're good for a bit? Okay, well, just be a healthy human. That's the main thing. And I'm looking forward to all the angry dad stories for the weekend. That's exciting. There's a reason? Okay, alright. Okay, I'm going to start again. Bear with like black screen for a moment while I bring it back up. Let's do that now. It's just loading. I'm an hour into Saturday. Nobody's on Saturday as well. Perfect. It's always weird that I'm like usually pretty far ahead of everybody else that I talk to online. Okay. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. We'll just go with that. And please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. I want them to be friends. Here they go. Wait, so the heart? No, I want them to be more than friends. They I don't know if that means they're more than friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Oh my gosh, what? It's like experiencing wingdings. Oh, okay, number 9. Oh, you took... Wait, technically Saturday here. Oh, awesome. Happy Saturday, everybody. I took a nap after dinner time on the floor. We have picnics in the living room every Friday, passed out during the movie. Okay, that's really cute, but the fact that you're like passed out on the floor is also a little bit funny. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. When am I going to stop adjusting it? Let's just put it there. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or scrumptush? Occuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Yeah. Is the time that is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Plenty. Plenty, plenty. Help. Yes. I am a good person. Will you come back to visit me? Oh, yes. Oh. I chose yes. Does that mean I should do it again because I want to visit the settings like person? The settings like sentient being? As a sentient being, like a sentient being. Guess what? Do it again? Okay, I do feel like I need like a little bit of music instead of like sitting in the quiet, like mumbling to myself while I do it. So I'm just gonna get that up. Let's go back and do it again. D is like my like content manager, everybody. Setting into being. It was a stretch, so I appreciate you for appreciating it. Okay. Settings time again. Developed by Crows. Written by Davey Redden. Interesting. What time is it? Can I click on anything? Does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. Nobody! You got a shout out. You know anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're all like strangers. It's all black now? Oh, okay. Maybe there's like a delay that I wasn't realizing. Sorry, gang. It was just the font that I'm reading. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. Were they? I feel like that's not necessarily true. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. I know! Feeling personally attacked. I'm like, I'm sorry. I offended you. But that has opened up the epilogue choice here, right? Because I didn't see that before. I feel so sad about, like, the settings creature. Oh my gosh. And if I know where to find them, so will they not be at the start of the game next time? Interesting. Okay, epilogue. Let's go with this. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is Jelly still doing ASMR? Because I'm low-key jealous if she is. Epilogue. Many, many years later. Ooh, okay. What's happened to Stan the man? This place again? So we've been here before when we came out of that, like, the memory zone, right? She isn't? Tell her, well, you don't have to tell her anything. I'm offended she isn't, but at the same time, I'm missing out anyway, so. It's fine. This is nice. A chair by a fire. Don't mind if I can't sit on it. Don't mind if I yes. And the moon and the stars. This is cozy. I don't want to leave it. Do I have to? Oh, there we go. It was like 3 minutes, almost an hour ago. Oh, I need that woman to do some more ASMR when I'm around, for sure. This is so creepy. Like these chairs in the sand. What is this? There's the moon. Nice big full moon. Wow. Is this time passing by that we're experiencing? Out in the desert? Is this what Australia looks like? Confirmed, yes. Except there's all the animals. You've got to remember there's all the like horrible, terrifying, nasty, mean monster animals. What about ASMR? Our friend Jellyfish Vibes, who's often on here, is also streaming at the moment. And she has like a redeem feature on her channel where you can try and get her to do some ASMR whispering into the microphone. Yeah, all the animals that will kill you, exactly. Sorry, I saw this like this thing and I wanted to explore it. Wait, is this with a bucket? Oh, bucket! It's Bucket! So because we put Bucket in this like rocket capsule thing, Bucket was saved. And it still has the beautiful sticker, Property of Stanley, on it. We saved Bucket. Wombats are majestic. I mean, in their own wombatty sort of way, I guess. Maybe they are. It survived. OG Bucket. Yeah, this isn't any silly replacement Bucket. This is our original best friend forever. Lovers till the end. Giving us candlelit romantic nights. If you didn't see that at the start of the stream, well, earlier in the stream, the Bucket tried to romance me. Confirmed. But this is the Bucket. If we didn't do that, then the Bucket would not be here. Oh, okay. We definitely wanted Bucket to be here. So this whole area is like succumbed to the passing of time. I don't like sand. It's coarse and it's I can't like seriously do an Anakin quote like that. Like it's just too difficult for me. Hey Patchouli, how you doing? You somehow remember learning that about wombats? Interesting. Wombats are getting a good rap. That's cool to hear, I guess. Most of our animals are feared by everybody around the world. Nice deduction there, Anakin. Good old Anakin. Okay. Interesting. Shaft of Light. Oh, another review. The narrator's not here, so do I read this out? Review, The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Wait a minute. I care. That infinite hole was it? It's like a weird quote to say that. Was amazing. Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? The adventure line came back for a bit. Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... And then that's all we get of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm offended by the infinite hole judgment, but the bucket is awesome. Did I try fasting? I want to try fasting. I haven't done it yet. I'd like to try fasting, I think. Just for the challenge of it. Name. I missed the gym button as well.
Jim.
Yes, Jim.
Jim.
Heh 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 heh.
Jim. Jim.
Oh, I missed this.
Jim.
Jim. Wait,
Jim.
are they all Jim?
Jim.
Oh, I want to keep clicking these, but I feel like there's only so long I can do that for. Do the fasting. You do the fasting. Oh, how do you find fasting, D? You're still scared of drop bears? Everyone should be scared of drop bears. They're very frightening. You want to move to Australia and work on a wombat sanctuary? Do it. That would be awesome. We do have lots of sanctuaries around for our wildlife, because they do need to be protected, much to everybody's fear. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. What? When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Oh, that's harsh. Yeah, it's hard. It's rough to start with, but it's an effective way to lose weight. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people do it for that reason, don't they? Yeah, I think oh, there's more gym buttons.
Jim. Stanley.
There was a Stanley button?
Stanley.
Since when?
Jim.
They're all gym buttons, except this one. Stanley. Oh, you've tried fasting as well, Gilded? Okay, we've got to go through there, but I want to press more buttons.
Jim.
All the rest are gyms. Okay. I like the gym buttons. This looks very interesting. Whoa. All the collectibles. Oh, I did miss one, so I wonder if that'll make a difference. Well, D said he missed it as well. Maybe it's another thing with this game. Where does this go? Big, weird, dark area, and now we're back in an office. Oh, that was cool. Stop harassing Jim, never. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, thank you for making new content. We feel very lucky. All these doors are still locked. There's a door there. Can I go through this one? No, okay. We've got a picture of the nature of the world. What's this? Into the computer? What? It's our friend! Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. Ooh, okay. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Oh, okay. Sorry, what were you saying in chat? I feel like we've seen that new content sign like 10 times. There's all the new content. Greg, how can you question it? How can you question it? It must be because it's so late for you that you can't appreciate... I don't know, I'm just being silly. Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you well, yes. Okay, so we need a cool, like, title to this. The Stanley Parable 3. Is it a problem that I immediately went with, like, Stanley's Tiny and then, like... Oh my gosh, that was like the first like option I saw. Okay. Oh, the third on the left and the last on the right. What? The end is never the sunshine. You saw it 2D? Okay. I don't really know what like circles, treasure, monkeys, sunshine, cowboy have to do. Well, I guess this is the point. It's like, what content do we want to have in Stanley Parable 3? One with the whole. That would be good. The end is never the... I kind of want to use the whole. Dealing with the whole. I think one with the whole. One with the whole. Is that a good option? I'm gonna go with it. The Stanley Parable 3. One with the hole. It's absurd. I love it. But Stanley's tiny hole though? Yeah, I know, right? Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1 and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Do we like this plan? What do we think about it? Are we keen? Or do we say, don't do that? You're at Stanley Parable 5 now? You actually... Oh, you've got to go, nobody? Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope your chicken nuggets were really good and tasty. And hopefully see you soon. Take care. Have a good weekend as well. Bye, nobody. Shall we say don't do it or let's do it? I'm scared about like upsetting the settings creature. I feel like if we say don't do it, they'll be offended. Do it? Okay. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. All right, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Should we do... Wait, no, it doesn't. We'll just go with AM. Much to popular demand. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. You are playing the Stanley Parable 3. One with the hole. What? Wait, I didn't even pay attention to that car. What the heck? It's so confusing. Yeah, hi, Mustang? I'm not sure. So I figure you can play it and possibly get, that achievement, right? The broken one? The, achievement machine that was in that, like, museum. Was that where it was? I think so. But I think what I'm actually going to do is probably call the stream quits here because I've been playing for a while and I actually have to go out tonight, so I need to probably stop, and this seems like a good time to stop. So, I think I probably won't stream this anymore. I think it's like enough content for these streams and not probably enough for another one. So I'll probably go back to a bit of Mass Effect, and I'm trying to think of another game as well that could be fun to play. But I'm still a little undecided. I don't know what to play yet. So if anyone has any suggestions, by all means, offer them up. But thank you so much for joining Stanley and I on these awesome adventures through many a door with our bucket. Thank you, Dianos. I really appreciate you following and coming along on this. I'm glad that my voice wasn't too obnoxious and terrible. So thank you very, very much. Power washing simulator? Okay, I don't know if that's kind of... Okay, this card is a little, like, loud, but I don't know if that's kind of a jokey kind of suggestion or not, but that's definitely up my alley. So be careful with what you suggest to me, because I very well could do that. Thanks so much. D, don't you dare ever be sorry. You're awesome. Your help is appreciated. Your puns appreciated almost even more. So thank you so much. And Jelly's still streaming, isn't she? Ha 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 ha. Guess what that means? Guess that means... It means we get to creep on her a little bit. One sec, let me get my music sorted and things. Because I want to creep on her. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for joining in. Let me get this happening. And you forgot to follow her, so when you raid over to her, oh yeah, please follow her. She's awesome. She's doing some really, really great things with her streams. Yeah, she's amazing. So give her a follow and tell her I said hi, although I can do it myself because I'm joining in. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, thanks so much. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Take anonymous, whoever you are.
I'm trying to get this to work. Bear with me, guys. Here we go. Hopefully that's actually working. OBS is being a bit goofy. Let's go.